Fans, music, food, fun, and the most exciting motorsports racing in the world. Just be here August 6th through the 9th for the 54th Annual FVP Knoxville Nationals. Presented by Casey's General Stores. Witness the best drivers battling for the most prestigious sprint car title. Only one can win. And if you want a little taste before the main event, be at the 24th Annual Arnold Motor Supply 360 Knoxville Nationals, July 31st through August 2nd. Tickets available at KnoxvilleRaceway.com.
35 miles south of Des Moines, Iowa, lies the greatest half-mile dirt track in the world. Knoxville Raceway, a mecca for sprint car and open-wheel racing fans around the world. Each week, drivers compete for a chance at a season championship that can put them on the fast track to the big time. It's Knoxville Raceway's Dirt Dreams. Catch it here on MAV TV, American Real.
Knoxville Raceway, the mecca of motorsports.
You know, Knoxville is just a legendary place. You can't buy what they have here, and that's history.
In the heart of America.
So dreaming one day I, could just race here. I have goosebumps when they hot lap.
It's where sprint car dreams are answered. This is Knoxville Raceway's Dirt Dreams.
Last week on Knoxville Raceway's Dirt Dreams. An action-packed week of racing in the 305 class. Kevin Hetrick went to victory lane for the first time, and rookie McKenna Hassey brought home the best finish ever for a female at Knoxville with a second-place finish. Jason Johnson won the 360 show, and Craig Delansky held off Davey Heskin to steal the 410 feature. This week, the 305s will take a week off to welcome the world of Outlaws into town. 48 410s are set to wage war on the Knoxville Raceway this evening. This will be the last stop for the Outlaws before the prestigious Knoxville Nationals in August. Drivers and teams all want to come away at the end of the night with the most knowledge to make them faster in August. But winning tonight is at the top of every driver's mind.
It's always special to come here. Even if you come here, you want to. Everybody comes here and tries to get tuned up for the Nationals a little bit, see what they can learn, and it's you never want to miss this race.
But this may be one of the last times we see Steve Kinzer racing at Knoxville.
It's going to be tough to give it up, but I'm 60 years old. You're not going to do it forever. You know what I mean? I wish you could, but. Your eyesight's not as good as it was. I don't keep the weight off of me like I need to. And this thing is, with these specs and tires and everything else, the weight rules and stuff, I'm getting a little bit overweight to be doing this thing. And it's just sort of the times to slow down is soon.
Kinzer's past is beyond impressive. 20-time World of Outlaws champion, 12-time Knoxville Nationals champion, and Kinzer has won more than 575 feature events.
I think my special memories, there's a lot of them. It's got to be a lot of the Knoxville Nationals, and watching Craig win the Knoxville Nationals in one of my car. But I think probably my biggest highlight or whatever it might be is this: we ran so good for 35, 40, or whatever, how many years it's been, and been competitive every year.
Well, probably the competitor will just love it. Well, maybe we've had enough of Kinzers. I don't know.
If there will ever be another driver even close to Steve Kinzer, the next best replacement is 7-time Knoxville Nationals champion Donny Schatz.
He's been the icon of the sport forever. There's no one ever going to replace him. There's no one ever going to do what he's done. And still to this day, it doesn't get any easier in racing, and he's done it better than everyone else by a mile. So started a whole new quest to try to win another championship. So you don't dwell on it too much. I think dwelling on Nationals wins and what you've done here in the past is something you do when you retire. But while you're racing and you're in the heat of the moment, it's time to focus on tonight and tomorrow. So that's kind of where we're at, just trying to work towards getting ourselves a little better.
The driver chasing Donny Schatz lately is Brian Brown. Brian has finished second to Schatz the past 2 years at the Knoxville Nationals and would love to go one better tonight and claim his first ever World of Outlaws victory.
Always
exciting, when the Outlaws come to town. It's you've raced here for 6 or 7 weeks, and you think you've got a pretty good handle on things, and it's just a good test.
The best in the business will be at Brown's home track, but it doesn't scare him.
They put their pants on just like we do, and they just seem to do it a little bit more than we do. So I've raced with them for a long enough time now to know that they're just other drivers. But as you get racing, they're trying to take food off my table just like I'm trying to take food off theirs.
Former Knoxville Raceway track champ Kerry Madsen is anxious to race tonight.
Oh, super excited. First Outlaw race in Knoxville for 2014. Our team's been performing really well. We've got a great new sponsor with American Racing, so just excited to be here. It's kind of a home game for me, being I live in town, so had this one circled all year. So really excited for tonight.
Joey Saldana is coming into the evening as hot as any driver, winning 2 of the last 3 races, but he knows the field will be very strong tonight.
I respect everybody here. I know if I'm not on my game, they're gonna beat me and make me look stupid. So I need to be on my game if I'm going to beat a Terry McCarl and Ian Madsen. That's what you got to do if you're going to win these races these days. It's not really Knoxville or Williams Grove or Chico. I think it's everywhere in general. The competition is just that strong. Anybody can come in and win one of these races.
One of the true Outlaws, Shane Stewart, would love to steal another race from the Outlaws like they did at Eldora earlier this season in their first World of Outlaw event.
Well, we sure made it look easy, but as everybody knows, it's not easy. But, obviously that win was a huge win for our team. To win that soon says a lot about our team and the amount of work that went into to get it prepped to come out of the gate strong. And we haven't won since, so hopefully we can turn that around tonight.
Another driver focusing more time on sprint car racing is Brad Sweet.
It's always good to be back at Knoxville. This is every time I come here I get excited. I feel like we're one of the stronger cars here at Knoxville if you look at all our results over the last few years, and running full time will definitely help us, and hopefully we can build some momentum through July and August and come in here strong and hopefully contend for a Knoxville Nationals title.
Every sprint car driver dreams of winning the Knoxville Nationals, and tonight is a great chance to see where everyone stacks up. It's time to go racing right after the break. Fans, music, food, fun, and the most exciting motorsports racing in the world. Just be here August 6th through the 9th for the 54th Annual FVP Knoxville Nationals. Presented by Casey's General Stores. Witness the best drivers battling for the most prestigious sprint car title. Only one can win. And if you want a little taste before the main event, be at the 24th Annual Arnold Motor Supply 360 Knoxville Nationals, July 31st through August 2nd. Tickets available at KnoxvilleRaceway.com.
35 miles south of Des Moines, Iowa, lies the greatest half-mile dirt track in the world. Knoxville Raceway, a mecca for sprint car and open-wheel racing fans around the world. Each week, drivers compete for a chance at a season championship that can put them on the fast track to the big time. It's Knoxville Raceway's Dirt Dreams. Catch it here on MAV TV, American Real.
Welcome back to Knoxville Raceway's Dirt Dreams. 3 360 heat races are ready to kick off tonight's racing action. Heat 1 has the green flag in the air. Matt Jewell and John Egan start up front. Matt Jewell gets a good start, but Josh Higday is the man on a mission with a slider for the lead. Matt Morrow gets a good run down the backstretch and will slide into the lead, moving Higday back to second. Matt Morrow will go on to win Heat 1.
Pro and the boys got this car really working good. It's good. It's real good. This motor's starting to run. We're getting everything figured out on our end, and I like this track. I like it when it gets high and wide.
The racetrack is already very racy, and Heat 2 goes green. Jared Schneiderman out to the early lead. Young Sawyer Phillips blasts around the cushion to third place, but Ryan Roberts will steal the third spot. Phillips will bring out the caution. Back to action. Schneiderman still leads and will go on to win Heat 2.
I say it doesn't take as much brains or talent to get around up there. You just full throttle and hang on, basically,
Tony Schilling will get a great start in Heat Race 3.
Jump that time for your pole sitter. Takes the top side of the racetrack. Here comes Schilling to the inside. New leader down the back straightaway.
Good racing for third between Jamie Ball and Russ Hall, but Tony Schilling runs away with the heat race victory.
We're trying a different car here finally. We got this thing rolling around pretty good. Didn't time quite where we wanted. We drew a little early tonight, and that worked in our against us. So, I don't know where that puts us in the future, but we'll see if we can get this thing rolling around there a little bit better, and maybe we can come up through there.
360 heat races are now complete, and the World of Outlaw heat races are next on the track. Four heat races will determine the top 5 finishers to tonight's main event, but the most important race in each heat will be for the win and the chance to be in tonight's dash. The dash will include the 4 heat race winners and the 4 fastest qualifiers to help determine tonight's top 8 starters. 2 Knoxville regulars are on the front row of Heat 1, Dusty Zomer and Linton Jeffrey, with great racing for the top spot. Tonight's fastest qualifier, Shane Stewart, with a huge slide job for second place. Donny Schatz and Sammy Swindell racing for the 5th and final transfer spot. Schatz with a slide job to take the spot. Schatz not done yet and will pass Danny Lasowski for 4th. Linton Jeffries still out front. The Knoxville regular will win Heat Race 1 and lock himself into the dash.
That car was awfully good then. I think we were ready. I think we were in front of the racetrack. I'm just really proud to be in the dash, with the World of Outlaws, a local guy, It's really fun to have a team behind me. I got a great team this year, and we're all working hard. We're all working in the same direction, and just really, really good.
Heat 2 has cars to the top and to the bottom, racing all over the half mile. Brad Sweet with a great run from his 3rd starting spot, and now taking a look at the lead. But Paul McMahon will continue to lead. Kerry Madsen running in the 5th and final transfer spot, but has company from Davey Heskin on the bottom side of the racetrack. Heskin drives underneath Madsen, sticking to the bottom side. Madsen now searching for a way back by, but Heskin is too fast. Paul McMahon will lead start to finish and lock himself into tonight's dash.
Yeah, the position's way up in turns 1 and 2 right now, and it's a little ledgy right in the center, so you got to enter really well on it. If you try to slide up, it really upsets the race car, but I think it's going to be a good racetrack. I went down to the bottom after the checker, and the car felt really good down there, so hopefully the top will slow down a little bit and then make the top and the bottom for the feature time.
Defending 360 Knoxville track champ Clint Garner leads Heat 3 with Joey Saldana in tow. Good racing back in the field between Steve Kinzer and Dustin Selvage. Selvage loses momentum from the Kinzer slide job, and Justin Henderson takes advantage of it, driving under Selvage for the 5th and final transfer spot. Clint Garner dominates Heat 3, earning a spot in tonight's dash.
It's way above what I expected out of tonight already. To qualify where we did was great. The luck of the draw kind of there, but to outrun Joey Saldana from the front row that means a lot to me. I'm really happy with what just happened, and tonight's my son's birthday, and he's been telling me since January I need to beat Steve Kinzer on his birthday. So I think Steve was in that heat race, so hopefully he'll be happy.
4th and final heat. Terry McCarl leads off the start. Craig Dolansky going for a big slide job, hits the berm in turn 3 and gets the car sideways, collecting Jason's sides.
Just one of them racing things. I think Craig was trying to get a run on the bottom and maybe come across some of the crumbs or something, but we had a good run around the top, and just one of those things that just racing deal.
Dolansky and Sides both suffer too much damage to continue in the heat. They will have to earn their way into the main event through the last chance qualifier. McCarl back out to the lead. Cody Dara challenging for the top spot. Ian Madsen running the 18 as hard as he can on the cushion, loses control and smokes the front straightaway fence, throwing the car sideways and breaking the front end.
And they have teams from both Ian Madsen's team and Kerry Madsen's team over here working on the car right now.
Ian Madsen will not be able to make repairs in time and will have to battle back through the last chance qualifier to make tonight's main event. The final heat back underway with McCarl back up front. Brian Brown is up to challenge for the lead, but McCarl will continue up front. Brown now in turns 1 and 2 with a slide job for the lead. McCarl is able to get enough grip off the top of the track to drive back by Brown for the lead. Brown qualified in 32nd quick tonight and needs to get by McCarl to make the dash, or will be starting deep in tonight's feature. Brown's looked high and low to get by McCarl, but just can't find a way around him. McCarl will hang on and win Heat 4.
Yeah, I mean, it's first and second's about 20 spots, or 16, 18 spots. I mean, on a track like tonight, I mean, gosh, it's. But I can guarantee one thing: it's those people paid $30, and that's all I had. I gave it all I had. Just came up a little bit short. I think he was more worried about blocking than he was racing, and it kind of played into my hand, and we were able to run him down there, but just didn't get the job done. And start 22nd, 24th, and hopefully put on another show.
You know, that's what we needed. I just got into block mode. We kept having all those yells. I was getting great starts, and then Brian got up there, and he's still good at running the bottom, and kind of got underneath me. I was worried about the bottom being good. Like I seen the guys that he raced before us running it pretty well, so it's such an important spot that I just kind of went into block mode for about 6-7 laps there and tried to keep Brian behind me. Probably wasn't the smartest thing, wasn't the fastest way for me, as it turns out, but it worked.
Coming up right after the break is the high-speed action of the dash. Who's going to grab the top starting spot? Fans, music, food, fun, and the most exciting motorsports racing in the world. Just be here August 6th through the 9th for the 54th Annual FVP Knoxville Nationals. Presented by Casey's General Stores. Witness the best drivers battling for the most prestigious sprint car title. Only one can win. And if you want a little taste before the main event, be at the 24th Annual Arnold Motor Supply 360 Knoxville Nationals, July 31st through August 2nd. Tickets available at KnoxvilleRaceway.com.
35 miles south of Des Moines, Iowa, lies the greatest half-mile dirt track in the world. Knoxville Raceway, a mecca for sprint car and open-wheel racing fans around the world. Each week, drivers compete for a chance at a season championship that can put them on the fast track to the big time. It's Knoxville Raceway's Dirt Dreams. Catch it here on MAV TV, American Real.
Welcome back to Knoxville Raceway's Dirt Dreams. The dash is now set for 6 laps of high-speed action to determine the top 8 starting spots in tonight's main event. Lasowski to the lead. Sweet back underneath Lasowski and starts to drive away. Coldwood brings out the caution. On the restart, Lasowski tries a big slide job on Brad Sweet, but Sweet squeezes back by on the top side to retain the lead. Sweet goes on to win the dash and will start on the pole for tonight's 25-lap main event. Ian and Carrie Madsen will be on the front row of tonight's star-studded last chance qualifier. 12 laps, 18 cars racing for the final 4 transfer spots in tonight's main event. Ian Madsen out to the lead early on. His team has worked hard after his heat race accident. Jason Sides and Craig Delansky both up on the wheel after their incident in their heat races. It's tough for these teams to make repairs to their race cars in the middle of the racing night, but that's why they are the best of the best. And now on the track, competing to make the main event. Carrie Madsen will take the lead from younger brother Ian. 2-time World of Outlaws champion Jason Myers drives by Jason Sides for the final transfer spot. Sammy Swindell gets around Jason Sides and has his sights set on Jason Myers and that final transfer spot. The caution flies with 2 laps remaining. With the field bunched back up, Sammy Swindell will use the restart and the middle to drive around Jason Myers for that all-important 4th spot. Carrie Madsen will win. Ian Madsen will come home 2nd. Craig Delansky will be 3rd, and in that 4th and final transfer spot, Sammy Swindell will be the last driver locked into the A-main. Everyone else will load their cars and become spectators for tonight's main event. The 360 main event is on track and getting ready to go green flag racing when Tyler Brooks jumps a wheel and just about lands in the pace truck. Brooks is okay, but will not be able to start the main event after his unfortunate accident. Dylan Peterson and John Egan will get the race underway from the front row. The 53 of Joe Beaver looks like he's been shot out of a cannon as he shoots up to fourth. Jamie Ball by John Egan for second spot. Dylan Peterson continues to lead. Egan will drive back by Ball for second and will take a look at the lead and drives the car number 4 to the top spot.
Well, your race is for the lead. Off of turn 4, you've got a new leader. It's going to be John Egan going in turn number 1. He'll take the lead away from Dylan Peterson.
Eighth starting Justin Henderson will drive the car number 1 to third. Jamie Ball will drive back by Henderson and challenge Peterson for second. Ball, a slide job for second. Peterson drives back by, and the heated race for second has allowed John Egan to check out. Jamie Ball with another slide job for second place and will make it work this time. Justin Henderson with a huge run around the top will drive by Peterson and Ball and start to reel John Egan in.
Here comes Justin Henderson. Your race is for the lead again in turn number 2 and now down the back straightaway. Coming around turn 4 this time. They'll have 6 laps to go. You've got a new leader now. Justin Henderson has the lead. Henderson to the lead. Here comes John Egan. Can he answer back?
Justin Henderson drives around John Egan out of turn 4 and will be the new leader. Russ Hall also mounting a huge charge from his 18th starting spot into the top 5. With less than a lap to go, Justin Henderson is looking for the first win of the season for the BDS car number 1.
No problem with lap traffic. Takes the cushion going around turn number 3 and 4. Your quick timer tonight, Justin Henderson, will find victory lane in the 360s here at Knoxville Raceway.
Henderson wins. John Egan is second. Joe Beaver third. Russ Hall with an impressive 4th finish, and Jonathan Cornell will round out the top 5.
You know, Parker Power, it was a 15-lap nonstop race, and it was a lot of fun. I mean, we were throwing big clumps all over and getting hit with chunks and popping the visor open and people going this way and that way in lap cars. So there was a lot of action. It was a lot of fun, but I almost forgot how to turn right after we weighed in. So it was nice to make it to victory lane and put a smile on all the cruise faces.
Fans, music, food, fun, and the most exciting motorsports racing in the world. Just be here August 6th through the 9th for the 54th annual FVP Knoxville Nationals, presented by Casey's General Stores. Witness the best drivers battling for the most prestigious sprint car title. Only one can win. And if you want a little taste before the main event, be at the 24th annual Arnold Motor Supply 360 Knoxville Nationals, July 31st through August 2nd. Tickets available at KnoxvilleRaceway.com.
35 miles south of Des Moines, Iowa, lies the greatest half-mile dirt track in the world. Knoxville Raceway, a mecca for sprint car and open-wheel racing fans around the world. Each week, drivers compete for a chance at a season championship that can put them on the fast track to the big time. It's Knoxville Raceway's Dirt Dreams. Catch it here on MAV TV, American Real.
Knoxville Raceway, you wanted the best, you got them for a price.
The feeling is electric. 26 drivers for 25 laps around the historic half mile to determine who will finish on top of the podium. All the build-up and the notes for the Nationals mean nothing now. The focus switches to only one thing: winning.
Sweet and Lasowski bring the field to the green flag.
Brad Sweet beats Donny Schatz to turn 1 and will lead down the straightaway. Terry McCarl showing some smoke out of the 24 car, but is still fast and slides in front of Shane Stewart and will take third. A lap later, Stewart will repay the favor with a big slide job. Brad Sweet will continue to lead. McCarl works his way back by Stewart again with great racing between the two. 6 laps in and Brad Sweet is already in lap traffic. Terry McCarl has now pulled up to the bumper of Donny Schatz and uses a Lasowski bobble to get into second place. Shane Stewart now works his way by Schatz for third. Great racing deeper in the field. Brian Brown has come from his 23rd starting position all the way up to the 9th spot. 1 lap remaining and Brad Sweet has a commanding lead. Brad Sweet will win Knoxville regular Terry McCarl will come home a solid second. Shane Stewart takes third. Darren Pittman charges from 16th to 4th. And Kerry Madsen comes from the B main to 5th.
And he's going up top. Ladies and gentlemen, your MediaCom shootout winner, Brad Sweet.
To win at Knoxville is the most prestigious place that we come to, next to Eldora and everything else. And I mean, to stand here in Victory Lane at Knoxville is something that everybody dreams of. It's just something that I watched as a child, and to be here now, it's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Anytime you go in here, especially an outlaw race, 48 cars, we beat the best of the best tonight.
Again, close to no cigar, but this is a lot better cigar when you run second with the World of Outlaws. It's an honor to be up here on the podium, and like I say, we're just a family team out of Altoona, Iowa, so to be able to run against these corporate-backed teams is a pretty big deal, pretty big honor for us.
Honestly, I felt like I had a second-place car. I don't know if I had anything for Brad, but all in all, it was a great night. Anytime you can finish on the podium here, it's special, especially with the caliber of cars that's here.
The Outlaws didn't disappoint with great racing from Knoxville.
This deal is tough out here on the road, and when you're running bad, it's easy to get down, and it's nice. This reminds you why you do it. When you win races like this, it reminds you of the good times. So we're smiling tonight, and we'll celebrate it a little bit, but you're only as good as your last race. So hopefully we can just build some momentum and keep on rolling.
Thanks for watching. Join us next week as the Lucas Oil Championship Cup points battles start to heat up here on Knoxville Raceway's Dirt Dreams.